All right. And I hate that. I hate that that puts it in front of you, and I'm sorry that it does that, but just said okay. All right. So, do you guys see my screen? Did I share it? No, I didn't share it. Okay,
Mhm.
that screen. All right. So you guys should see the screen right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to start here with this portion of my signature field, signature area. I'm going to bring up my email just in case. And yeah, don't look over here at that number. It's all good. I know people freak out like, yeah, that's working. Yeah. hmm okay. So here is the email signature inside of Gmail. Okay. And each of these links, not in my compose, but when the person gets the email, these will be clickable links that they can click on. Okay. And by having a click here, you're drawing them to, or you're giving them a call to action to click on something. Okay. And so once they click on that one, they'll be able to understand that the rest of them are probably clickable links as well. Okay. So we'll go into Gmail afterwards, and I'll show you how to add those in. Okay. So in here, I've created my my image, okay, that I want to show just as myself with my name. I started it like this with this small one, but as I was navigating it, I felt like because I was going to put like a Google circle, and I thought, you know what, I really want them to be drawn to like look at my Google business profile for several reasons. One, I think it helps people see my reviews and understand who I am, and why I want them to work with me. And then secondly, it enhances my business profile when people go to it. Okay. Um, Inside my business profile, they can find my phone number, my website, all those different links. Okay. I'm going to give you the size that I created here for this one. And that size is 400 by 200. Okay. 400 by 200. And I'm going to show you because this area down here, this white area, needs to be cropped out when you download the image. All right. Um, do you have any questions about this area? Like, where did I get all the images? And how did I get the hue background? Anything like that?
No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to download the image. And when I download the image, I want to download it as a PNG. I want to download it with transparent background. And the reason I want to do a transparent background is because I don't want anything, I don't want it to be white. I want to be able to have it clear background. And I also want to increase it to get the most crisp picture that I can. All right. So I'm also gonna, because I have 2 pages here, I'm just gonna pick number 1. I'm gonna click download and download again. All right. Now it's down here. I'm gonna click on show in folder and I'm gonna open up the image. Okay. If you look at the image right now, you don't see anything white in here. But if I were to go to edit image, you're going to see that it has a transparent background. I need to crop that out. Okay. So all I did was edit the image and then grab this bar down here and move it up. And then just click save. Okay. Pretty much looks the same, but it's not, because if I were to put it in my signature right now, there would be a space down below the picture and I wouldn't be able to put anything in there. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so that image is taken care of. That's this image right here. I saved it and there's no longer a bottom piece to it. All right. The next thing I want to do is I want to create my buttons. Okay. The size of these buttons are 110 by 40. So 110 width by 40 height. And all I did to create these was to use this font, and I put in an effect of lift in the background and I escalated it to 90% intensity. Now, if you just do it like this, that's fine. For me, I think that hue just kind of gives it that 3D effect and pushes it out a little bit more. Any questions there?
No.
Yep. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download these, but I'm going to download them separately because if I download them all in one file, it downloads it as a zip file. I have to separate them and it just kind of becomes a pain in the butt. So you can do it any way you want. So I'm just going to click download one, and I'm not going to make it a transparent background because if I were to do that, then it would basically just show me the home search now and it wouldn't have this blue background. All right, those 3 images are down here. Okay, and if I were to go into my downloads folder, they are right here. Okay, I'm just going to simply change them to signature button 1. I'm going to copy that, make it 2 and 3 so that I know which one is which. You can even label them, you know, home search now, get my home value, blah, 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 blah. And we're just going to change this one to email header. Okay. Any questions there? Pretty simple stuff. All right. The last thing we're going to do is the buttons for your social media. Okay. And after a lot of time and practice and changing, this has to be the size of your buttons, because if they are any bigger than that, the buttons are huge on your signature, and you can change them to small, but they still look very big. It looks very it doesn't look very aesthetic, put it that way. Okay, so 50 by 50 is the size that you want to use. Okay, and to get these images, I don't know if you guys know how to get those images, but if you come over here to photos and you just type in YouTube, actually YouTube button, I think it's called. Try under elements, YouTube button. You can pick any one of these. I would pick this one. You can also try and do, let's see, let's do YouTube logo. Let's try YouTube play button. And let's go into elements and try YouTube play button. So between elements and photos, you should be able to find what it is you're looking for. So just come in here and pick the button that you want. This is the one that I picked right here. And all you have to do is just click on it and then make it as wide as the image. Okay. It's the same thing for Facebook. Okay. If you wanted to do a square image, you could. Instead of doing the Facebook round, you could come in here and just do the Facebook square. You don't have to do the round. Okay. And in case you didn't know, the two purple lines are your alignment. And so when you have them in the crosshairs like that, that means that this object is centered within that box. Okay. Any questions? It's the same thing with phone and email. If you wanted to have email, you can pick any one of these. Normally they come in black. And then you can simply come up here and change the background color to be whatever it is you want it to be. Okay, that's what I did with the phone and the email. I just didn't use those two buttons when I was, I decided against using those buttons. One, in my email signature, why would I put an email link when they're already in my email? And secondly, with the phone, I sent them, I have the Google one. So if I want them to call me, they can click on the Google. You can decide whatever it is that you want in yours. You can put a phone one in there. I just didn't. Then what you're going to do is you're going to download these. Now, I will say you do want a transparent background. I would increase these a little bit, but I would not increase them all the way over here because they will be too large for your signature. Again, the aesthetic look will be really bad. Okay. And then you're going to download them one at a time with a transparent background. Download one page at a time. Okay. I'm just going to download two of them. Okay. And so if I come back in here, these are my small images. See how small they are? They're teeny, teeny, tiny. Okay. So this is the Facebook one. And then this is the LinkedIn one. Okay. Any questions at all? Because we're going to start working on the actual email signature. Anything? Nope. Good. Okay. All right. So you're going to come into Gmail now and you're going to come over here to the gear. You're going to click on the gear and you're going to click on see all settings. From there, you're going to scroll down until you get to your signature. From here, you can click new if you want to create a new signature, or if you have a current signature and you just want to revise it, then you're just going to click on this pencil. Okay. I'm just going to click a new signature because I want to show you how to do it. So I'm just going to label it Test Sheila. And I'm already in the signature because it's blank. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to insert the image, which the first image is going to be my header image. So I want to come over here to upload. You can put them in your drive and then just use them from your drive, or you can click upload. If you click upload and you upload them, they're going to go into your drive anyways. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to start start with your email header. Well, email signature header. Okay. Drag it over, drop it, and then it's going to land in this area. Okay. Now you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't see this. How can I make it bigger? Why can't this thing be bigger? That's a good question. And I wish I had the answer for it because it's a pain in the butt. All right. But it is what it is. So, I've tried to like look and figure out how to do it. I just can't. But anyways, what you're going to do to make this image smaller, because you don't want it the size that it is. I'm actually going to, I'm going to get out of it real quick just so that I can show you what it looks like. So I'm going to go down and save it. So, so I can create one. Actually, I gotta, compose. And then if I pick the signature test, do you see how big it is? Like nobody, I mean, you talk about branding yourself, like that's smacking somebody across the head with it. So you don't really want to do that when you're in an email. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to make it smaller. Okay. And, with Google, they give you options already to make it large, medium, or small. If you go with large, which is what I did on mine, it looks pretty good. It's big enough, but not too big. And it's not so small that you can't read it. Okay. So medium was still kind of too small, but I can understand if, somebody wants to just keep it, on the smaller side. I did mine with a large. Okay. Now, how do we get it to be a clickable link? Right here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight over it. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag my mouse over the image, and I'm going to release. All right. Now what I need to do is come down to this little button that looks like kind of like a paper clip, and it says link. This is where you're going to put your Google Business Profile hyperlink. Okay. And to do that, you need to go back to your Google Business Profile. Okay. And if you don't know where to find it, it's in your number pad. You go to Business Profile Manager. And if you haven't created your business profile yet, you're way behind the times. And let me know, and I could show you how to do that. We'll wait for this to come up. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. All right, let me try to just go this way. Oh, there I am. Okay, much quicker. All right. In order to get the link here, I need to click on the two arrows in the upper right corner. I'm not sure if anybody saw that. In this upper right corner here, there's two arrows back and forth. Actually, they're diagonal. You're going to click on that because it seems to be the only way you can get that share to come up. And when you click on the share, then it gives you this link to share your or to copy your profile. Okay. So you're going to click copy link. You're going to go back to your email signature in Gmail, and you're going to paste it. Control V on PCs is to paste it, or you can right mouse click and hit paste and then click OK. And so what that does is it makes this image right here have a hyperlink to your Google Business Profile. Does that make sense? Good to go? Okay. Now we're going to start putting in our buttons. All right. And we're going to do it the same exact way. So we're going to click on image. And now we want to upload our, we'll do our home search now one. Again, the button comes in pretty big, and all you have to do is figure out what size you want it. Okay. If you have two buttons, I would maybe do them like that big, but I have three, so I did it on the smaller side. Okay. Then what I did in order to create a hyperlink to my website is, again, I have to click on that link. I go to my website. And I just grab whatever link I want off my website. I'm just going to grab the featured now, just because it shows my listings or the listings. And then go back to my signature and drop in the link. Okay, that's now a button. If you just click on it, it shows you where that hyperlink is going to. Okay, everybody's still with me?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to do the next button. And all I did was put 1 space in there. You can put 3 spaces. You can put 8 spaces, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab my next button. And I'm going to do get my home value. I'm going to make it small. Okay. I'm going to click, hold, and drag my mouse over it because I want to select it so that I can put a hyperlink to it. Now I have to go back to my website, get my home value page, copy that link, and then paste it into my spot. And then I'm going to go and get the last button, which is get help with mortgage. And I'm going to make it small, click, hold, and drag to highlight it, go back to my website, and go to my financing page. Grab my lender and drop in the link for that page. Everybody good there?
Question.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the get my home value.
Mhm.
Where did you get that from?
That's on my page under what is your home worth.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what website you have, and if there is a page like that,
Mhm.
you can ask your broker and see if you have a page like that on your website. There
Oh,
should be.
okay.
You should always have some sort of home valuation page from your
Right.
broker
Okay.
to be able to share with people or promote.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you don't, HomeBot has home valuation
Mhm.
landing pages that you can use. This is basically a landing page for people to come and put their information in, and
Okay.
then it goes into your CRM.
Mhm. Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to start putting in my social media links. So I'm going to click on the image again. I'm going to go to upload. I'm going to click my that and then I'm going to gonna put in my, looks like, oh no, I did it. I'm putting in my Facebook one. So again, I just click, hold, and drag over my mouse. Okay, and I can make it small, medium, or large, but it's not going to be as small as the original size. Okay. And even when I did it on the bigger side and tried to make it smaller, it would never be smaller than this 50 by 50. When I tell you I spent a lot of time doing this and trial and error, I did. I spent almost an entire day trying to get it to be smaller but more crisp, and it just simply didn't work. So there's that. So I'm going to highlight that so that I can put my link in. And all I'm going to do is just go into Facebook, come over to my business page, highlight my link at the top, and paste it into here. Going to do the same thing again with my LinkedIn. I'm going to come over here to my LinkedIn page. And if you don't know where your profile link is on that, you simply click on your name over here in the top left corner and you get your link over here. Okay, copy that. Sorry. And then come over here, highlight the LinkedIn, click the link and paste. Okay, any questions there? Nothing? Okay. You at the bottom, you have to click save changes, but wait, before we do that, if you want to use that particular signature on all of your emails, you're going to make sure that you click on the signature. You're going to pick the one you want to use. So as I said, I have one, I have several in here. Because I want to show you the one we just created, I'm going to pick this for new email uses. You can pick a different one and you can create a different one for just replies and forwards. Okay. If you don't want all your social media, if you don't want a big one on your replies, I mean, they already got it most likely on the first one or something. If you don't want it on the replies, I just made a different one. So I'm going to do that on this one. Okay. Save changes. Now, if you forget to do that, I'm going to show you how to change your signature one here. Okay. So this is the one we just created. Okay. I hit compose to compose a new email. And because I have selected this as my default, it comes up. But let's say I don't want that one. Let's say I wanted to choose my other one, my regular one. I simply come down here. Can you all see that pencil or pen or whatever? Insert signature. You're going to click on it and you're going to pick the one that you want to use. Okay. Okay. So if you forgot to do it at that time, don't worry. You don't have to go back and do it all over again. Just come down here to the pen and just simply edit it. Okay. So now if I send this test email to myself, and I click on these links, now if I click anywhere here, it's going to take me to my Google Business profile. But a lot of people that don't know how to do this, they think like you have to click here to do that because that's where the button is. But in actuality, like if I click anywhere, it's going to take me right to my Google Business profile. Same thing with my home search. Get my home value, get help with mortgage, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn. Any questions? That's pretty much it. That's how you put an email signature together. You have to put it piece by piece. So that way it can all go in there accordingly.
So, question.
Mhm.
Is this better than using one link for like a link tree?
Linktree is fine. If I would put an image in there and make it a clickable link, a clickable image, but I would show like phone and all that because you want them to click on it to get all of those other different links. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I like this because it's specific to what, they want. When I was in this last class, they said, most people won't click more than 2 links. So if you have a link tree, then they click the one click is the link tree and the second click is to where they want it. But this is giving them those options laid out instead of them having to click the link tree and then find the link that they want. But then I have
If you-
another.
Yeah,
Good.
if you were to, like I said, if you were to do the Linktree one, I would just put an image in there that shows, like links in there, or click here for more links, just some sort of call to action so that they know to click on it and kind of what they'll get. You know what I mean?
Okay. And then this question is more broker related, but do you only have one lender on your website?
Yes, I do. Because he's the one I normally work with. But my broker, we have one that they work with. So
Okay, I was just curious because like I wanted to use a preferred lender, but I know we're supposed to refer 3. So
you could put 3 on there. Like I've even thought about having a separate page created for a different lender. You know what I mean? Like my featured listings are, he comes up, and then for maybe like Oakland County homes, maybe another lender comes up, or you know what I mean? So that way, you do have different lenders. But this
okay.
is the lender that I normally work with, so I've always had him on my website.
Okay.
Sheila, I looked up my company's homepage.
Mhm.
And they do have, never noticed it. There's a mortgage calculator here.
Mhm.
And they have like under the heading financing center. So, but I don't see any kind of link I can grab. I'd have to get it from them, right?
Correct. You have to, it's usually a code on the back end. Like when I go into my back end for my website,
Mhm.
all of this is code. This home
Okay.
value here is a code. This, I do have one.
You think he'd have a problem with me putting this on my signature? Email his information?
Who, your lender?
My broker.
No,
I don't
would,
think so. I don't
because
think
it drives more traffic to their website. They'd be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. And so how do I ask him? Just I'm creating a signature and can you give me the link to the financial center?
Yeah, I mean, just tell him you need links to a home value, you need a link to the home value page, you need a link to where people can find listings on our website, and you need a link to your preferred lender that you use. If you want to have that. I mean, I'm not saying like you have to have a preferred lender button or a mortgage button on there, but I mean,
Okay.
it's just options for people to choose if they happen to look at the bottom of your email, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know what, I haven't tested or I don't have the analytics based on what people have chosen or picked. Are people picking or clicking on these links? I have no
Well,
idea. I don't have any analytics on that.
and quite honestly, it doesn't even need for the lender piece. It doesn't even need to go back to the company website. It could go to your lender's application page.
True.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
again, driving people back to your website helps SEO.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And allows you for lead capture versus them.
Correct. Because if they click on here, this goes into mine. If they were to go right to him,
You
how does
wouldn't
he
get it.
know that I wasn't that
It came
person?
from you, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's why I'm here, because I think these things, and I don't know why they don't make sense, but they don't.
Yep. Yeah, my thing is I want everybody come to my website. I don't really want anybody going off my website. So, and that's really what you want, both from an SEO standpoint and from a lead capture standpoint. And so, Yeah, you just want to be making sure people that come here sign up on your website, however that looks, whether they're doing a home value, whether they're looking at properties, right? Because if I were to come in here and I would start clicking on homes, right, it's going to prompt me to put in my information. So you don't ever want to have a website that doesn't do this. And if people tell you otherwise, they probably don't have a lot of leads coming to their website.
Hmm. And you have IDX too? Is that what
I
they
do
call
have
it?
an IDX feed to this, yes.
Mhm. And how much you pay for that a month?
An IDX feed?
Yeah.
IDX feed is relatively small. I think it's like $25 or $30 or something like that, or 15 for this.
Okay.
But I pay a separate amount for my website. Like, Fathom offers a good website. They have a great looking website, but this one is more SEO specific. So
Mhm.
there's a reason why this website, let me get to the page. There's a reason. Come on. There's a reason that these don't have drop downs. One, it's for page load, so it loads very quickly, and response time on a website is crucial for people, especially with people's attention spans being so quick,
Mhm.
right? So you want it to load really quickly. And then having a bunch of links on here, which all of these are links that they can go to, so they can look in search areas. For that, having links on your website like this to backlink to other pages on your website kicks your SEO up a ton, because this keeps people on your page. And so when Google sees that people are staying on your page, your SEO keeps going up.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Anything else? Do you guys want, you could pop, throw questions at me unrelated if you want, or related, doesn't matter.
I'm still having a hard time. One of my lenders wrote me a review and clicked it, and he can show me in an email where it's there, but it's not on my page. And he did it from a desktop because you said that was sometimes an issue.
Yep. What, I'm telling you, that is the biggest problem that most people have, is those reviews they don't show up sometimes. And again, I still don't know what the rhyme or reason is. I have 3 that I still can't get. In fact, I think there was one lady who just left me one a couple weeks ago, and it has not shown up. The only thing that I can say, and he worked with you, right? Like he did a deal with you.
Yeah.
I really don't know, other than like maybe try a different he might try a different email address. Did he try it through a Gmail address?
I'm not sure.
See if that makes a difference. It shouldn't. What he put in there, like, did he, I really don't know. Cause like I said, there's reviews that I've gotten from people that stated that they work with me and they didn't show up. And there's ones that they worked with me, but it wasn't really about real estate. It was more like I helped them as an agent to do things, and it didn't show up. I mean, it showed up. So there's no rhyme or reason.
Okay.
I would just have him try possibly from another email, maybe a personal email instead of his business one.
Okay.
And if that, I mean, to grab a snapshot of it, right, and put it,
As a picture.
yeah, do a geotagging on it, and then throw it on your business profile, throw it on your website, that type of thing. That's the only other thing that I can tell you to do. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe, I mean, how long was his review? Was it a long review? Maybe
No,
you could make
it
it a
was
bit longer and see if that makes a difference.
okay.
See if he can try, maybe have him do like, a couple of paragraphs of information. I really don't.
Okay.
It's so frustrating. It's the most frustrating part about Google.
Well, yeah, because you ask them, they do it, and it's not there. So,
The one thing that I will say is, and this is what I found out, Rate My Agent, who, if you go through them, it has a way of tracking that somebody clicked and did leave a review, even though that review doesn't show up on Google. Because I had a fellow agent who was using Rate My Agent, and she asked me to give her a review, so I did. And it showed up in Rate My Agent that I gave her a review, but it didn't show the review. So it's recognizing that there was a review done, it just didn't show up. And so there's a disconnect there of some sort. I don't know what it is. And I believe if you went through HomeSnap, like if you had HomeSnap doing your posting and things like that, actually, no, I did talk to HomeSnap, and I asked them that question. I said, are you having issues with reviews? And they're having issues with reviews too.
okay.
So even if you had them posting for you, they would still have an issue. And there's another program out there called Bulletproof Realtor or Real Estate Agent or something. And they basically set up people's profiles and they post for them, and they basically do your Google business profile for you. And I've even talked to them about it, and they don't know how to get the reviews on there. They don't know what the rhyme or reason is on why these reviews don't show up.
Okay.
The moment I find out, I'll be screaming it from the rooftops. Trust me.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, this was very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any other questions?
Where can we get the recording?
I'll put it on my page. I'll just throw
Yeah.
it up on Facebook. And actually, you know what? I have the emails from everybody that signed up. So yeah, I'll just send it to everybody.
All
That
right,
that's
thank you.
at least signed up for it. So
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
you're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.